Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Retro, and in this video we're gonna feed my year-long addiction. I think I started this in the beta. I've been out for a while, but I started again when the previous expansion, Whispers of the Old Gods, came out. And today the new expansion, Mean Streets of Gadgetzan, got released, and I'm really looking forward to opening these 50 packs here that are shaking of excitement to show me what's inside. I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone lately, and really looking forward to these new cards. I haven't been reading up on the set, so I honestly don't know what's in there. But yeah, let's see, and let's hope we find some golden legendaries. Yeah, would be nice. So let's go. First pack, always exciting. Nice new graphic on the opening of the lock. Let's see, Public Defender, 2/7/07 taunt. Jade Shuriken, 2 damage, summon a Jade Golem. Jade Golem is a new mechanic. Every time you summon one, it gets incremental bigger. So the first one is 1/1, second one is 2/2, etc. And really looking forward on building a new deck with that mechanic. Very cool Murloc that does 1 damage, so that's a nice one. A rare Potion of Polymorph. After your opponent plays a minion, summon it, transform it into a 1/1 sheep. I've read some tactics that maybe the mage deck with focus on secrets could be a thing, and I think this one could be very nice in it. Battlecry, deal 3 damage to all other characters. Holy shit. So that's, what's the thing called? Yeah, the Warlock spell that does 3 damage to everything. Inferno, I believe, or fire something. That's very good. Really strong card. So that was the fourth pack. First pack, 49 to go. Let's see what we have here. Grook Fu Master, 3/5 Wind Fury for 5 mana. Jade Lightning, 4 damage and a Jade Golem. That's a good thing for a Jade Golem Shaman deck. Discover a taunt minion. I know a guy. Very cool graphics there. Then we have a rare Second Rate Bruiser. Taunt costs 2 less if your opponent has at least 3 minions. So for 3 mana, 4/5 taunt, that would be a good thing against, especially against aggro decks with a lot of small minions. And then another Jade Lightning. So I got my playset of those already. Next up, Hellfire was the Warlock spell, by the way. This is a really good one as well. Summon a 1/1 cat. So it's 1 mana, 2 1/1 creatures who both have the beast tag, which of course has a lot of synergy with hunter cards. Then a rare Shadow Sensei. Give a stealthed minion +2/+2. Not sure yet. You need to use this in combination with other minions. Hey, legendary. Madame Goya. Choose a friendly minion. Swap it with a minion in your deck. Well, that could be very strong, or yeah, you see, someone is watching me. He says he saw I opened a legendary. You can have some really cool stuff with that, especially if you have like this. You play a minion, you keep one, and they get a big thing from your library, hopefully, from your deck. A 0/7 with 1 spell damage for 3 mana. Yeah, it could be nice, especially those decks like mid-range Shaman that really rely on spell damage to go anywhere. With, for instance, the Spirit Blades. I didn't know, but as you can see, if you hover over a card, you see its rarity. I never noticed that before because the one on the bottom before had the legendary color. Again, that Sniper. Then we have the rare Counterfeit Coin. Very, very good card. It's not as good as the one for the druids where you get 2 mana, but this for a rogue, especially with as it functions as a combo card, that's a really strong card. Then we have Shaky Zip Gunner. Give a random minion in your hand +2/+2. Well, not bad, especially not in aggro hunter decks. At the end of your turn, restore 1 health to your hero. It could be nice, especially in arena. And enemy minions lose stealth. Well, if stealth really becomes a very well used mechanic again, that could be a helpful addition to your deck. Grime Street Smuggler. Oh, this is one of those 3 class cards. Give a random minion in your hand +1/+1, so you can play these in all 3 types of decks. Counts as a card. Again, Alley Cat, Freezing Potion, freeze an enemy for 0 mana, and Doppelgangster. Summon 2 copies of this minion. Nice. So for 5 mana, you have 3 2/2s. So that's 5 mana, 6/6. But if you have something to boost them or to use them not just as 2/2s, that could be a really powerful mechanic. And again, the 2 damage with a Jade Golem. And if you play 2 of those, you now have a 1/1 and a 2/2 Golem, and you did 4 damage. So I think that's going to be a staple card. Then Jade Chieftain. Summon a Jade Golem, give it Taunt. He's high mana, so if you have a Jade Golem triggered deck, you probably have a lot of Jade Golems already. So you'll likely have, let's say, 5/5, and you give it Taunt. So you have a 5/5 and a 5/5 for 7 mana. If you play this at the right time, it could be very, very powerful. Small Time Buccaneer. Pirate has 2 attack while you have a weapon equipped. Wow, that's really good. Especially if you play a rogue, if it's viable to play a rogue or a warrior pirate deck. With rogue, your second turn you have a weapon, you have a 3/2 for 1 mana, so that's really strong. Gain +2/+2 if an enemy is frozen. Well, mage freeze decks have been in the meta recently, so that's a very strong card as well. Give a friendly minion +3 health. And 3/4 for only 3 mana, it's not bad. Give a random beast in your hand +1/+1. Again, 2, 3, 2, so that's not bad, and the mechanic is quite strong if you have an aggro deck. Fast deck. Let's see what we get now. Hired Gun, 4/3 taunt for 3. Not bad. Hey, first epic. Lunar Visions. Throw out 2 cards, minions drawn cost 2 less. Could be useful. Although 5 mana for 2 cards, that's quite a lot. But if you draw some minions that you really need, I can imagine that being used. But it's not very powerful in my opinion. Give a random beast in your hand +2/+2. That's very strong again in those aggro decks. And then Lotus Agents. Discover a Druid, Rogue, or Shaman card. 5/5/3. And you discover a card so you don't lose a card. That's also quite a good card, I think. Pack 7, we've already seen a lot of cool stuff. Another Jade Chieftain, we've discussed that one. Jade Blossom. Summon a Jade Golem, gain an empty mana crystal. So for only 1 more mana than the regular, you get a Jade Golem. So 1 mana for potentially a very, very high card. Plus, if you already have your 10 mana crystals, you get a card to draw. So it's 3 mana for a free card and a Jade Golem. Not a bad card. Add a random potion to your hand. We've already seen some potions, but I believe there are some really strong ones out there as well. Hidden Cache. After your opponent plays a minion, give a random minion in your hand +2/+2. So these new cards are all focused on what you have in your hand and how to boost those. Problem is getting those out on the board, of course. So restore a minion to full health. Could be very powerful in the right circumstances. Then what we have here. Red Mana Worm. Whenever you cast a spell, gain +2 attack. So it's like the normal Mana Worm, but then double the strength and toughness, and it's a little bit more costly because the other one, of course, costs 1 Mana Worm. Don't think this one will see much play. Toxic Sewer Ooze. Remove 1 durability from your opponent's weapon. Personally, I prefer just using the regular ooze to destroy a weapon. It's cheaper. You don't really use it as a creature anyway. If it stays on as a creature, great, but you mainly use it to destroy your opponent's weapon. Volcanic Potion. Deal 2 damage to all minions. Well, that's a strong one. It's all minions, so it's not just the opponents. But that's one of the potions he can create, among other cards that can create potions, probably. Then, card pack number 10. I have a feeling we have some legendary coming up again. No, too bad. Discover a Hunter, Paladin, or Warrior card. Again, it's a free card. 2 mana, 1/1, and you get an extra card. Summon 4 1/1 Murlocs. If you have this with the Shaman card that gives +2/+2 to all your minions, if you have, and it costs cheaper if you have a lot of Murlocs, this can be a very powerful combo. So maybe Shaman Murloc decks will become useful. 3/8 taunts. It's one of those things that you can use in mainly the arena. Grimskill Chamano Murloc, as it seems. Give a random Murloc in your hand +1/+1. It's 1 mana, 2/1, and it has a strong mechanic. So I think this doesn't even need a Murloc deck. If you have a couple of Murlocs, this will probably be useful. And then Jade Idol, summon Jade Golem, shuffle 3 copies of this card. Wow. I think Druid Jade Golem decks will be very viable with a card like this. Plus you prevent yourself from drawing up. It's happened to me before, especially with my Reno lock deck. Jade Claws, Shaman, summon a Jade Golem Overload. Okay, nice, another weapon for Shaman that's usable. Cabal Song Stealer, silence a minion, 5 mana, 5/5. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a lot less vulnerable as the Spell Stealer, where you get a Spellbreaker, sorry, where you get the 4/3. At the end of your turn, give a random minion in your hand +2/+2. Wow. If you can keep this one alive for a while, that's a very, very strong card. Another potion. Gain control of an enemy minion with attack 2 or less until the end of the turn for 1 mana. That's you can have a lot of effect with that. If you steal a minion, kill it and the opponent's minion, you have a lot of effect there. Another one of those sewer oozes. Cryomancer. Gain 2/2 if the minion. Ah, we already have that one as well. Another potion. Blast Crystal Potion. The Warlock one. Destroy a minion and one of your mana crystals. It's probably worth the trade-off later in the game. Summon a Jade Golem, the Jade Claws again, and give your minions +1/+1. Friendly Bartender, we already have that one. Jade Chieftain, we've seen that. Jade Behemoth, I think. Battlecry, summon a Jade Golem. 6, it's a lot, it's quite costly for a 3/6 with Taunt. Sea Devil Stinger, Murloc. The next Murloc you play this turn cost health instead of mana. I'm not sure if that's so very good. I haven't seen any other good Warlock Murlocs. Hired Gunner, already seen that. Backroom Bouncer. Whenever a friendly minion dies, gain 1 attack. Yeah, it's pretty much the same mechanic as another card we already know that gets a lot of use in Arena. Cabal Caddis, that's the 5th we have there. I think in the middle of Jade Lightning, so let's do that. Already seen that one. Crystal Weaver, give your demons +1/+1. 4 mana, 5/4, and a nice mechanic if you have a demon deck, so yeah, could be useful. Summon 2 copies, the Doppelganger. I think this one will see some play. Hey, we have an epic there. Let's do the common first. Ship Gunner. Already seen that one too. An epic. Burly Bully. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, add a coin to your hand. Yeah, especially in rogue decks where you use the coins for combos, it could be very useful. Burly Bully. Burly Bully. Rare. Greater Healing Potion. Restore 12 health to a friendly character. 12 health for 4 mana. That's quite a good deal. Already seen that. Jade Spirit. Summon a Jade Golem. 2/3 for 4 mana. Depends if there's better Golem creation cards. Could be that it's needed in a Golem deck, but it's not a perfect trade-off. Jade Behemoth, we've seen that. Hey, Knuckles. I remember him from Sonic, but he looked different. After this attacks a minion, it also hits the enemy hero. Well, that could be very powerful if you manage to boost this one up. It's a beast, so if you have a Houndsmaster, for instance, you can make him a 5/9 with Taunt. Just chop off your enemy's minions and hit him as well. So yeah, I could see some use to this. It's not very expensive, so maybe in aggro decks it could be the knockout and also to clear the board a bit. Deal 5 damage to all characters. Nice, that's Hellfire on steroids. And enemy minions lose stealth. We've already seen that. So we've been it's been 17 packs now. We've found 2 legendaries. So if we keep going like that, I have 4, which I would be very happy with. Vermin Sensei, give a friendly beast +2/+2. Breathing Potion, Shadow Rager, 5/1 stealth. In combination with those other stealth mechanic cards, you could be useful. You can make it a 7/3. And another rare Blood Fury potion. Give a minion +3 attack. If it's a demon, also give it +3 health. So for 3 mana, +3/+3. Not that super, but warlocks don't have that many cards that will turn them in, so could be useful in especially those warrior decks, warlock decks that have a lot of minions at the start of the game, the aggro warlock. Pint-sized potion, give all enemy minions -3 attack this turn only. Yeah, it could be very nice to clear out the board with your own minions and then not have them die. Trog Beast Rager, also already seen that one. I know a guy, and Jade Spirit again. Then we have the 20th pack, Public Defender. Sea Devil Stinger, we've already seen that. Mistress of Mixtures, restore 4 health to both players. Death Rattle, for 1 mana, 2/2, which is good. Especially in mid-range or slow tempo decks, you could really use this to chip off enemy minions and heal yourself, because healing the opponent doesn't matter as long as you stay in the game long enough to build your board. And another one. So that's a complete set of those as well, and these I've already seen a couple of times.
So I just noticed I had my wrong microphone enabled, so sorry for the bad audio quality in the first half of the video, or first to 5th, because we're now at pack, we have 30 packs left, so let's get going again. Grimscale Chum, we've already seen that. Cook Fu, already seen that, we've seen that. Hellfire Potion, yeah, the Hellfire on steroids. Streetwise Investigator, yeah, also seen that, so nothing new there. I've read, like I said, I hardly read up on the set. I did see there's a very cool legendary in there, where you can build your own card. Not really sure if you can use it or it's just random use, but it looks very fun, and Hearthstone is all about having fun, of course. Grime Street Protector, Taunt, Battlecry, give adjacent minions Divine Shield. So if you have 2 big bastards sitting next to you, or just 2 other minions, you can have 2 minions with Divine Shield, which you can use to chip off other minions, and have this one 6/6 Taunt. So this is quite a strong card in my opinion, although 7 mana is quite high. But if you get that far, that's a potentially very strong card. This is also going to give me a lot of dust because of all the doubles you've seen so far. Dragonid Operative. If you're holding a dragon, discover a card in your opponent's deck. Okay, 5 mana, 5/6, so that's okay. And if you're holding a dragon, so if you're using a Priest Dragon deck, you get to pick one of your opponent's cards. I would be even cooler if you'd remove it from your opponent's deck, but I don't think that's the issue. 6 mana, summon a 6/6 Ogre, 1/1. So for 6 mana you get a 1/1 and a 6/6. I don't think that's just not that bad. Could be very useful in some situations, especially as you have now 2 minions to pick something off or to boost. Give your weapon +1 attack, 4 mana, 5/4, with a Battlecry that's useful for especially warriors and rogues. Not bad at all. I haven't seen any killer pirate cards yet though. Oh nice, golden rare. Battlecry restores 6 health, 4 mana, 3/6. Yeah, not too overwhelmed by it. Socialite Battlecry restore 2 health. Yeah. Another, Crook Fu Master, but now in gold. Hey, epic. Manic Soulcaster, choose a friendly minion, shuffle a copy into your deck. For 3 mana, that could be very powerful. Especially those discovery cards we saw before, and of course the discovery cards that are already in the meta. So you get an extra minion in your deck, which is one more card to draw, and you have another discovery option. So I think that's a very strong card if you're playing a creature-based mage deck. We've already seen that one, Worgen Greaser, 6/3, 4 mana. Second rate Bruiser. Yeah, this is again a great card against the aggro decks. Cheap, strong taunter. That's always welcome against all those fast decks. Red Mana Worm. Devolve. Transform all minions, enemy minions, into random minions that cost 1 less. That could be very, very good, especially if your opponent has something very strong like a Ragnaros or Sylvanas Windrunner. Doesn't care. I don't give a shit what they get as long as they don't have that one anymore. So this is a very strong card, in my opinion, that is. But it's also very situational. We've seen these and we've seen that. So 50 packs of 5 cards, 250 cards. I believe there's 140 cards aprox in this set. So potentially I could get a full set. That would mean I would need to get a lot more legendaries from these boosters though. Give a random weapon in your hand, +1/+1. If you're playing a weapon heavy deck, it would be nice to have Arcanine Reaper 6/3 though. So potentially these. Abysmal Enforcer, yeah, that's the Hellfire in a demon. Very good. Smuggler's Crate, we've seen that. Yeah, got that. Devolve, yeah, we just talked about that. And we've seen those. Pint-sized Potion, already saw that. Another rare. We saw that one too. Yeah. This one is new, right? No, we've already seen that one as well. So nothing new there. 20 left to go, or 21. Cabal Songstealer, yeah. Yeah. And a rare. Yeah, that's the third one I got now, so that one could be Disenchanted. Getaway Kodo, good name. When a friendly minion dies, return it to your hand. That could be very powerful, especially if that's a minion with a very strong battle cry. So that could be really cool. Yeah, we've seen that, yep. And yep, all known. I think I pretty much saw all commons now. Don't expect a lot more commons out there. Jade Blossom, Crystal Weaver. No, we haven't seen this one. It's a stronger version of the Gnome Leaper, Backstreet Leaper. 2 damage to the enemy hero, 3/1 for 3 mana. 3 mana kinda kills it. Alley Armorsmith. Whenever this minion deals damage, gain that much armor. For those armor strong decks, could be very powerful, but it's quite costly for very low damage. Oh, fuck yeah. If you have a dragon deck, deal 5 damage to all minions except dragons. That could clear the board for you. But that's very situational, so if you have a dragon deck, that's a must-have card. If you don't, it's a must-not-have card. Spiked Hog Rider. He kind of looks like Rocksteady from the Turtles. If you have an enemy, if an enemy minion has taunt, gain charge. Also situational, but still 5 mana, 5/5 isn't horrible. It's kind of bleak, but if it gains charge, you will kill the enemy taunt minion likely. When your opponent draws a card, gain +1/+1. Well, if you can keep that one alive, every turn it will be stronger. So that's potentially a very strong card if you have something to guard it. Jade Lightning, Red Mana Worm. Yep, seen that. Doppelganger, yeah. Doppelgangster, sorry. When I played Magic the Gathering like 10 plus years back, I used to have Vesuvian Doppelgangers in my deck. I love those cards. Another, oh, that's only the 3rd golden one, or yeah, 3rd. Give your weapon +1 attack. Songstealer. Shadow Sensei, we've already seen that one too. But that could be good with the 4/1 stealth we saw before. The Abysmal Enforcer again. Freezing Potion. Yeah, this one, I think this one will see some play. Stealth, summon a Jade Golem. 2 mana, 1/1 stealth. That's not that bad, especially if your deck is focused around those Jade Golems. And again, this one. Quite a strong one if you have a Priest Dragon deck. I don't think I have a lot. I believe I only have 1 or 2 of the legendary dragons. So for me personally, a dragon deck is not very appealing. But if you have them, I don't have Alexstrasza, for example. I don't have. What do I have? I think I only got the Blackrock Mountain ones. So not very special out there. We've already seen all of these. I think it's about time I get another legendary, right? Stolen Goods. Give a taunt minion in your hand 3/3. Potion of Madness, Red Mana Worm. Yep, all seen those before. Oh. So after this, it's time to incorporate some of these cards in my decks and see how high up the ladder we can get with them. Tanaris Hawk Chopper. We didn't have that one before. If your opponent's hand is empty, gain charge. Yeah, that's very unlikely to happen, so not that good. Volcanic Potion again. I think Mage has better options to clear the board than to damage your own minions as well. Epic. Finders Keepers. Discover a card with Overload. Overload 1. Yeah, that could be very good, especially with your Tunnel Trog and your... if you have it, the other one, what's it called? The one that gets stronger every time you use an Overlord minion. Or an Overlord card. And it has the potential to discover a lot of cool stuff for only 1 mana. So yeah, I'm thinking of putting this in my Shaman deck. Especially the one more focused on Overload. Here we have the Hawk Chopper again. And Small Time Buccaneer. Yeah, this is... I'm gonna put these in my Rogue decks. See if it's viable to make a Rogue Jade Golem deck. That could very well be a card in that. Smuggler's Crate. Yeah, we've already seen that one before. Yeah, these are all old. 9 left. 2 legendaries on 50 is not bad, but I would like another one. Dispatch Kodo. Deal damage equal to this minion's attack. That is potentially a killer. Because if you've played those cards, let's see if I have one here. No, I don't. But if you play those cards that give power-ups to your cards in your hand, and you have this from the start, this could very well be a 10 damage play, and you have a very strong minion. No, it's only a 2/4 minion, but you have a very... No, it's a strong minion as well. So you have a strong minion that does instant damage for only cheap. So that's potentially a very strong card. Let's hope I see another one of those. Smugglers. I've had like 5 Smugglers runs and 5 Tanaris Choppers and the Hawk Choppers in the last 4 cards in the 4 packs. Call in the finishers. We already seen that one. Yeah. Yep. No, this one is new. We haven't seen this one before. And it's like the Crazed Alchemist. Swap the attack and health of a minion. Very powerful in potential. But the Crazed Alchemist was cheaper and could be used as a counter. And this for 4 mana, it's a lot more expensive. So I don't think this will see as much use as that one saw. And here again we have the Hellfire on steroids, which is also my 3rd, I believe. Grimy Gadgeteer. Yeah. Another Hawk Chopper. Counterfeit Coin, okay, cool. So I have 2 of those as well. I think my Rogue deck is... My Rogue and my Shaman are profiting most from these pools. Grimesteed Informant. I think I already had this one too, right? I think I've seen it before. And Pawnbroker, we've already seen that one as well. Cabal Lackey, this one we didn't see. Next secret you play this turn costs 0. So, like I said, if Mage secret decks become useful, this is very well a staple card. Group Fu, that's like the 15th. Potion of Polymorph, yeah, that's the 2nd. This was when we talked about the Mage secret decks. These are all old. Well, they're very new, but we've already seen them in this video. Volcanic Potion, yeah, that's my 3rd or 4th. nothing special here. So 2 left. Come on, 1 more legendary. 3 out of 50. That would be awesome. Grimesteed Smuggler. Hey, epic. Brass Knuckles Warrior. After your hero attacks, give a random minion in your hand +1/+1. So they're really focusing on giving those hand minions strength, especially on the warrior and the hunter side. Stolen goods. Here, see another one. Blast Crystal Potion. Destroy a minion and 1 of your mana crystals. This, I think this will be a used card, because I can only think of one. Siphon Soul is the only card that instantly kills a minion in Warlock. In the Warlock meta. Lotus Agent. Discover a Druid, Rogue or Shaman card. 5/3 for 5 mana. I think we've already seen that one too. Another rare, and this one is not a legendary. No, but it's another rare. So 3 rares from the last pack. Our Alley Armorsmith, we've already seen that. And Celestial Dreamer Gold. If a friendly minion has 5 or more attack, gain +2/+2. Yeah, potentially a very strong card, but also, yeah, a 5/5 usually doesn't live that very long. So if you can play it together with a stronger minion, it's a cheap strong minion. It's not that superb. So that was it for this video. 50 packs of Mean Streets of Gadgetzan. 2 legendaries, as you saw. Not 2 fantastic legendaries in my opinion, but still, hey, 2 legendaries. They're 800 dust. So if I want to build something, I'm halfway, and also a lot of dust from this. Let's see how many dust I've dusted before going in here. So let's see how much dust I got from in pre-sale, by the way. So I paid for 40. 640. So that's not bad either. 8 rares and a whole lot of commons. So I almost have enough to build me another legendary. So that was it. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna spend a lot of time in my collection now, tweaking my decks and trying them out in the ladder. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.